It is Sunday, the 12th of November. Our main story on the programme this morning. The Metropolitan Police has condemned what it called the extreme violence by right-wing activists who set out to confront the huge pro-Palestinian march in central London yesterday.
Scotland Yard blamed the intense political row over policing for fuelling community tensions. It comes as King Charles will lead today's Remembrance Sunday events with a special service at the Cenotaph on Whitehall. Helena Wilkinson reports. Bacteria.
It looks like it's been tampered, photoshopped.
It does. It doesn't look real, does it? Yeah.
Right, let's have a look at the weather. First look of the morning. Helen is with us this morning. Good morning, Helen.
Good morning, Roger and Luxmy.
Great little likeness of Kevin there.
I know, because we used that last time when he did his previous challenge, and now that's what I think of when I see Kevin. Just the little BBC Breakfast cartoon of him.
We will, of course, be following him every step of the way as he takes on his latest challenge.
We will.
Have a look at sport, shall we?
My jaw is still dropped from having seen that. It's
phenomenal.
Amazing.
So
it's like
talented.
He flew across that, didn't he? Jane, thank you. We'll speak to you in an hour.
And we'll be talking to Beth Tweddle in an hour's time as well about that very subject. But now it's time for Unspun World with John Simpson. He's looking at how the conflict in Gaza might shape the future of the region and also the issues which will decide the US presidential race with a year to go. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Luxmy, Gopal and Roger Johnson.
Good morning. Our headlines today in the London newsroom. Well, let's have a look at some of the day's other news now with Roger. And Roger, you start with events in the Middle East, don't you? Yes,
Luxmy, thank you. Across the rest of the UK this morning. Yeah, Helen is with... Oh, dear. Well, we haven't got any fog, at least.
Yeah. Oh, dear, that's your reaction to Helen. Sorry, Helen, I can only apologise for Roger's greeting.
It's all right. Good morning.
Sorry, Helen.
Both. It's quite a...
And that would have shown you some images of the iPlayer page where you'll be able to see it later.
Yes, you just have to visualise for now.
Tune in at 10:15. Right, let's talk about sport. Jesse, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks, Beth, for coming in.
Beth's part of the BBC's coverage, of course, because she knows exactly what she's talking about. You can watch the World Trampoline and Tumbling Championships live on the iPlayer from midday, and Beth will wrap up the best of the weekend's action on BBC Two from 2:45, 2:45 this afternoon.
And I like the fact that it's not too late for you and I to give it a go as well.
Or indeed anyone else.
Yes, exactly. Well, on BBC One at 9 o'clock this morning, looking away from tumbling now, it'll be time for Sunday with Laura Koonsberg. Let's find out what she has in store. And a little bit damp. Thanks, Helen. Yeah. Thank you.
A Victoria pudding, according to the World Wide Web, is a fruit-laden boiled pudding.
Well, this recipe says you have to add 8 ounces of roughly chopped marrow into it. But, I mean, do we trust that? I think we just, you get all sorts on the internet, don't you?
Yeah, it's 8:20 anyway. Let's go back to one of our main stories this morning. The Israeli military says that it's agreed to move babies from Gaza's largest hospital after doctors say that patients are at risk because water and power has run out.
Well, we're joined now by Aliona Signor. Now, have you ever fancied growing your own vegetables for your Sunday dinner? Well, you might need some patience if you want to join more than 100,000 people who are currently on a waiting list for allotments. Demand for a plot has nearly doubled in the past 12 years. Our reporter Ellie Cleverly has been finding out why they're so popular.
The physical aspects of it. There are the other benefits, of course, the fresh vegetables, and the list goes on. We could be stood here all day and say the benefits of allotments, in my mind. I am slightly biased, mind.
You are, as if we couldn't guess that from your waistcoat. Well, Phil, thank you. We've lost the we've lost the picture to you, but we were able to hear you nice and clearly. So thank you again for standing out in the cold for us and talking to us about the benefits of allotments so passionately. That's Phil Gomersall there, who was speaking to us live from Rawdon.
It's interesting what Phil was saying, about the fact that people can get out into the allotment and get the well-being and the health and everything else. But also, with the cost of living crisis as well, if you can grow your own veg, if you have the opportunity to do it, it's something that really helps.
Definitely, and it was quite encouraging because Phil had a slightly more positive view of how things were looking in that more people were able to access them.
Right, it's just approaching 9 o'clock. That's it from Breakfast for today. It's back tomorrow from 6, of course. We're going to leave you with shots of the Cenotaph.